yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? This just in, the Pentagon says the U.S. weapons supply is dangerously thin. So it's just like Ariana Grande, apparently.
Or Ariana Flocka.
Why is it, Jesse, that all of a sudden, you see Lizzo and who's another chubby singer? Adele. They got on Ozempic, they got skinny. So then the skinny pop stars and actresses says, well, we got to get even skinnier. Have you looked at Jenna Ortega?
No, who's that?
Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday on that Netflix show, very popular. She is apparently decided she wasn't skinny enough, so now she is taking, I don't know what she's taking, but she's really, really thin looking. Here, let me put a picture up on the screen. Here is what she's supposed to look like back before. Nothing says good talk radio. By the way, to those of you listening on the radio, we're live streaming on the internet. We're looking at a photo of Jenna Ortega a couple years ago. Very attractive Latina.
Yeah.
You assume a woman as Hispanic and attractive as that is probably going to start having babies any second now.
Of course.
But instead, she went the opposite direction. She got really thin.
Ugh.
I know.
What's the opposite of a torta?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
That's it.
A skinny margarita, I think is what that is. Anyway, hi, we're not here to body shame Hollywood actresses. That's not what this is about. No, quite the opposite. First of all, Jesse and I are in Waco this Saturday at the Hippodrome Theater. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. We're doing a couples therapy, our relationship comedy show in Waco. So if you're in that area, come out and see all the things Kenny and I aren't allowed to say on the radio at the Hippodrome Theater this Saturday, August 15th.
And to make the point that it's going to be very edgy, right now we're going to talk about dead babies.
Yes.
Sort of. It's not about abortion, which is what a lot of people would assume. No, this is, let's start off with the topic today. There's a lot to talk about today on the show. AOC's babies and a very messy divorce involving a hedge fund manager and a lot more coming up. But first, let's start off with Lindsay Clancy. Everybody's been talking. Jesse did not know who Lindsay Clancy was. 36-year-old former labor and delivery nurse from Duxbury, Massachusetts, builds the perfect suburban life, gets married, has 3 children, and then one day, in a fit of postpartum depression, takes a bunch of drugs, prescribed, by the way, we're told, and sends her husband out on an errand, and while he's gone, she murders all the kids. The red flags are flapping louder than a coastal elite at a MAGA rally.
Yes.
Thank you. And she's searching for suicide methods after checking out how a musician offed herself. There's a lot of red flags here, and the voices supposedly take over. And so she sends Patrick out for a takeout and a pharmacy run, and when he comes back, he finds his wife is now physically disabled in the front yard. Yes. She jumped from the second floor of the building, the home that they live in. Not a good way to commit suicide.
No.
I've never committed suicide, but I got to think I've jumped from the second floor of a building before.
It hurts.
No, yeah, it doesn't feel great. You might sprain an ankle. Well, she becomes permanently paralyzed. But she did that after she decided to strangle the 3 kids. So now she's in court, and it is a very testy hearing. 68 witnesses and counting, husband on the stand early, 911 tapes, first responders, nannies, DNA, toxicology, the works. Defense team leans hard into the voices told me to kill my kids. Prosecution keeps hammering the fact that she planned this out, right? Back in Plymouth Superior Court, no Friday session. Jurors get a long weekend. Then they're back on Monday. The first witness, State Trooper Kyle Pavayo, an ex-trooper, dug into the Surface Pro tablet from the house, detailing how it looks like there were plans to do this. So it's not just a spontaneous thing that happened while you were high on drugs. Digital evidence drops. Her phone notes from months earlier. She resented the older kids for stealing attention from the baby, still wanted a 4th baby. 4 days before the killing, she searched, "Can you treat a sociopath?" Tablet in the house hit suicide method pages. The point is this courtroom waterworks genuine, mom grief, or the best not guilty by reason of insanity audition since the last Celebrity Breakdown? What do you think, Jesse?
This is so fake and disingenuous, Kenny, because here's where the scale tips for me. There were plans before to do this. Like, if you want to attribute something to the voices and mental illness, then it was like a hasty, haphazard thing that you did on a whim versus, because there's times in between the drug-induced psychosis where she came to the reality, and it's like, oh my God, I come back to normalcy and I look down and there's suicide notes and plans to murder my children. Hey, in the brief period of sobriety, now's the time to attend to my sickness and my disease and get it taken care of, not lapse back into the psychosis and execute the plan. The fact that it was premeditated, it was calculated, and there were plans leading up to this, guilty, death penalty, 100%. I don't want to hear it. Save your waterworks.
I've never had a baby. I don't have any kids, but I date single moms.
Yeah.
So, and a single mom who I've been dating for the last several months tells me that when you're having a kid, a lot of questions about your emotional state of mind, because apparently doctors know postpartum depression sometimes causes women to lose their minds. It's a famous story from Houston, Andrea Yates. Do you remember that?
I do.
There was a woman in Houston who drowned all of her kids. And so these things happen. Doctors are prepared for the fact that these sort of things happen. So they ask a lot of questions. And what I thought was interesting is this woman's a labor and delivery nurse. She is aware of the fact that a woman dealing with postpartum depression can become very dangerous. Whether she's on all these drugs or not, you got to think she's at least partially responsible for the crime she clearly committed. That's not even a question. I have a person I lift weights with, very nice at my gym. Perfectly respectable person, someone I like a lot, tells me it's not the woman's fault. She was crazy. She was on drugs. It's not the doctor's fault for putting her on the prescription drugs. I was like, well, whose fault is it? He says, oh, it's the husband's. Do you know one time he dropped her off at the hospital? He just went golfing. It's like, hang on a minute. The husband's fault. I hear her out. I listened to the argument. I was like, I could see how he's a little responsible for ignoring all the red flags. I could see how the doctor's more responsible than the husband for giving her all the drugs. But you got to think at the end of the day, this woman is a labor and delivery nurse. She must have known that she was capable of losing her mind and committing a crime like this if it was premeditated for months.
There's in no world am I blaming the husband. And in a very long shot, would I blame the doctor for it? It's 100% on the woman. She was sober in between spells of planning the murder-suicide. There's no way she's not culpable, 100%. Everybody else exonerated. I can empathize a little bit because I've had depression, Kenny. I had post-circumcision depression.
Really?
Yeah, and I strangled myself for years after that.
You know, I think the problem is you got 3 circumcisions. I think that was really, you're just supposed to do the one, I think.
Yeah, but I would strangle myself, and I tried to kill it, Kenny.
Yeah.
I would beat it up. It was bad.
Choked it like crazy. All right, well, let's go from that to this then. Another news story today, a trial that's also getting a lot of attention. I guess the theme of today's episode of this, or at least this particular portion of our broadcast today, is women behaving badly. Meet Jamie Komorowski. Jamie's been all over social media lately because she drove drunk back in April 2023, Foley Beach, South Carolina, and she crashes into a rental. She crashes her car into a golf cart. T-bones a golf cart carrying newlyweds still in their wedding clothes. The bride dies at the scene. The groom gets his face rearranged. She refuses the breathalyzer, ignores the cops, complains that she can't call her dad. What did I do? Moans she just wants to get this over with and go home. Victim moan activated faster than a Progressive press release. And a video goes viral of her in the jail where she just killed people, right? Or killed someone. I don't know if she realizes that. So part of the reason why this video of her has gone viral now that she is on trial is because she's having this very casual conversation about owning a dog and eating ice cream.
Do you have any cats?
I have a dog.
What kind?
A Springer Spaniel.
Springer Spring. What's his name? Or her name?
Winston.
What is it?
Winston.
Winston?
Yep, like the
That's
cigarette.
a cute name. I don't smoke cigarettes, so I don't know. But do you have any animals?
No.
Nothing?
Roommate has a dog.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What
a
kind?
husky pit bull mix. Yeah.
Husky pit bull mix.
Mhm.
What's the name?
Duke.
Duke. That's a good name. What about?
All right, this woman just killed somebody. And she's having a conversation about dogs. From there, it goes into ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream? I like mint chocolate chips, he says. A little sociopathic tendencies going on here as well.
I think this is the one that should have swan dived out the second story window. Can we get her to do that? Well, the apathy is wild. Like, you just killed somebody and you're talking about mint chocolate chip ice cream. It is insanity to me.
It is very bizarre. So then 1 month later, she's in jail and she's on the phone with her dad and she's crying. Why me, Dad? I still don't know why this happened to me.
I still just don't know why
why this had to happen to me.
Because bad things happen to good people, honey. That's why. It's just fate. It's just something that happened to you, and we are going to deal with it the best we can. Okay? And it's life altering.
That just like makes me scared that the media is so involved in it. Why are they so involved in it? Like,
Because it sells newspapers.
It sells newspapers. Could Dad be any more out of touch? Saying, look, bad things happen to good people. Why did this happen to me?
What about the woman you killed on her wedding day in her wedding dress?
Bad things happen to good people, says Dad. Is this the new gold standard for parenting a triple limit killer? What do you think?
I mean, I've been in the girl's shoes. I've felt like the victim when I committed a crime. This happened in 1998. So I've sat in her shoes talking to a parent on the phone. So I get the consolation of, hey, you know, you're trying to grieve for your child who's facing something, you know, tragic. I got 16 years in prison. And, you know, I didn't kill anybody, but, you know, I committed a crime in Texas where, you know, I was facing a lot of time. So I get the victimhood mentality. Of course, the freedom that I got from overcoming this was obviously the acceptance of responsibility. And after that, you know, I was able to move forward. So hopefully, you know, before her trial, she has come to grips with that. That's the important thing.
The minimum sentence for vehicular homicide in South Carolina, felony DUI involving death, reckless vehicular homicide carries a maximum of 10 years with no strict statutory minimum, whereas felony DUI causes death carries a mandatory minimum 1 year to 25 years. She's getting in jail. I got to think so. Of course, she's already been in jail now for 2 years.
2 years. So there's a chance that whatever she gets, she could get time served and get out. I mean, 2 years. The delicate thing is that she did kill somebody. She didn't do it intentionally. She was drinking. But, you know, I'm a sober guy, so I don't really make room for the fact that you committed a crime while you were drunk. You should be held accountable for that crime.
Or on drugs.
Or on drugs.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is a very interesting subjective punishment range. And, you know, I think there's a lot of people who have very, you know, strong opinions on what the range should be and at what end of that range it should be.
Yeah, and on that note, when the actual victim is a dead bride on her wedding night, how does the killer and her dad still manage to center the entire call on why me and future mean people? Is this peak narcissism or is this just modern America?
I think it's a hybrid of both, Kenny. At some point, it's narcissism. On the other side, it's, you know, this is her life as well. I don't want to be, you know, not be victim advocate here, but clearly the victim is the bride who was murdered, not the person who committed the crime. However, you know, she's standing punishment for it now, too, and hopefully justice will be served.
I'm going to guess, I'm just going to climb on a limb here and guess, probably dad not real involved in the daughter's day-to-day life if she's driving drunk, killing someone, and then he hops on the phone and says, it's okay, honey, bad things happen.
What kind of dog did she have?
A Springer Spaniel, I think. Was that one?
This is Pursuit of Happiness Radio.
This is Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness on KPRC 950, Houston.
Hey, we're in commercial break, and I'm Kenny Webster. My buddy Jesse Payton's here.
Hey, guys.
One of my he's a comedy writing partner extraordinaire. He writes his own jokes, but I write a lot of stuff with Jesse. I write jokes all the time with Jesse, and then he'll give me pointers because he's a professional
and
comic.
like Kenny and I, we pee side by side too. He pees for himself, but I hold it.
Yeah, and I
hold it,
and it's totally platonic. It's not. It's not.
We don't make eye contact. We're not gay.
Yeah, eye contact would make
it gay.
That would make it very gay. All that being said, whether you're gay, straight, transgender, fluid, non-binary, whatever you may be, this Saturday we're going to be at the Waco Hippodrome. It's all going down.
Yes, and if you're Enos Cantor Freedom or Royce White, I'll give you free tickets. I love the stand you're making for the WNBA, but if you want to get some relationship advice, if you need a date night and you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple area, even Tyler, I know people that are driving from Tyler, come out to the Waco Hippodrome this Saturday, August 15th. Me and Kenny are doing Couples Therapy, a relationship-themed comedy show. Guys, this show is so much fun. It's never a disappointment. We always get rave reviews after the show, so y'all come out. If you're in Waco, it's our one stop this year for Waco, Texas. Last time we were there, we completely sold it out. So y'all come check it out. I've got a very special guest. I just secured it yesterday. Angela Walker is driving down from Dallas. The girl who beat me in Funniest Comic in Texas 2019 is joining the show. No extra charge, guys. So come out. Tickets are like $30, so there's cheap tickets still available. So if you're in Waco, the Hippodrome Theater this Saturday, come see me, Kenny Webster, say all the things we can't say on the radio.
And so it's two bitter, middle-aged, divorced white guys and a sassy black lady.
And a sassy 50-year-old black lady who keeps all the cash that I pay her for the show in her boobies.
That would be a great premise for a 1970s sitcom called Where's My Mama or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Where's My Mama? Like Good Times, in between Good Times.
It's the Jeffersons, but spelled Geoff.
Yes, exactly. All right, everybody, we're going back on. Stand by. Hey, speaking of sassy black ladies, happy birthday to Jocelyn Elders. Jocelyn Elders turning 93 today. She was the first African-American Surgeon General. And to prove how different things are today than how they were in the 90s, Bill Clinton fired her in 1994 for the crime of encouraging masturbation as an alternative to sex, which is ironic if you consider that just a few years later, her advice would have really helped out Bill Clinton.
That's right. I love encouraging masturbation over sex. That sounds like Mrs. Roper from Three's Company.
Yeah, come and knock on our door.
Yeah, just take care of it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like Kenny Webster's joke. You got this.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's such a good joke, Kenny. You're such a brilliant joke writer in stand-up comedy.
Yeah, cut it out.
That's a great one, too.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, for those that don't know, speaking of self-love, AOC is single again. AOC builds the ultimate political influencer brand for years. She actually has one thing very in common. Her and Donald Trump have something in common, and not a lot of people think they're very different. No, they're both great at social media, and they're both great at rage bait. There's nobody as good at rage bait as Donald Trump and AOC. These two are fantastic at it. For years, she's been wearing tax the rich shirts and crying at ICE facilities for the camera. Her fiance Riley Roberts dragging him out for a Netflix documentary. There's a famous photo of him holding his camera while she talks. He's holding a camera phone. And whenever I see that picture of him holding up his phone, I always like to think that's probably his favorite sexual position, Riley Roberts. But anyway, now they're not together anymore. I guess they broke up. On Instagram recently, she hikes up her shirt and she stabs herself in the belly with a needle so that she can prepare herself for freezing her eggs. Because I guess she's a single girl now, Jess.
Don't be weird about this. Even though I know all of you will be. Okay.
We're watching the video of her injecting drugs into her stomach because apparently this is part of the process of freezing eggs. For those of you listening on the radio, we are watching this on social media.
That wasn't so bad.
Okay, pause it right there. Sorry. So that's AOC injecting her stomach with drugs. Not something you thought you'd ever witness, Jesse, is it?
Definitely not. Not those drugs, anyway.
No, what did you think it would be?
Probably an abortion pill.
Oh. Well, AOC is very pro-abortion. It wouldn't shock anyone to learn that she did that. Now, the other day, rumors abound about her longtime fiance, Riley, have hit the wires. The two of them have split up. So apparently politicians like AOC are just famous enough to get hassled by TMZ while they're walking around on the streets. She's out walking her dog. She has a French bulldog. And TMZ walks up and starts asking her questions about her boyfriend.
Just wondering, are you and Riley Roberts still together?
I don't comment on my private life, but thank you.
Your mother once said she loves Riley and wants to see you guys get married. Is she going to get her wish?
Again, I don't comment on my private life, but thank you.
Is there anything at all you can tell us about the relationship?
No, I'm sorry, thank you.
She's got a cute dog. I like AOC's dog. I have a dog like that. I don't agree. She's not my type at all, but I don't agree with conservatives when they say she's ugly. She's clearly not ugly. That's why she's so famous.
It's her personality that's ugly. That's what you hate. She's just a staunch B word. Can I say it?
Yeah, you've got to admit it is ironic that a woman who injects her stomach with drugs on camera says asking her if she has a boyfriend is a little too personal.
Yeah, that's the line right there. Like, here's me putting IVF into my belly live with a needle going into my stomach. But boyfriend, I'm not going to tell you who I kiss.
Yeah. Sorry, I started playing the next video a little soon there. I didn't mean to do that. I can answer this question for everyone. We know if she's single or not. She's posting thirst traps on social media of her and workout equipment, Jesse.
Yes, workout attire, yes.
I think we have the answer to the question here. Is AOC single or not?
That's right. Yeah.
What woman does this?
I don't know. You can count. She's definitely single. It's very evident on her camel toe.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse Payton.
We might need to crop that. I'm sorry, Ken.
It's okay. I don't comment on my private life, the boldest power move, or is it the weakest after you've already live streamed your ovaries for engagement? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to do it for views, but don't ask me questions that I'm sensitive about right now. This is such a woke left thing, though.
Right.
Selective outrage, selective, virtue. It's what they do. It's just all BS.
When a politician treats her personal life like content until it becomes inconvenient, does that make her a serious leader or just another influencer who forgot the camera was still rolling?
That's all it is. You're just a virtue signaling, clickbait, fake, disingenuous politician at its core and its peak.
Okay, one more. If the left keeps preaching my body, my choice while demanding we respect their sudden privacy zone, should we start charging admission for the selective outrage? And if so, how much? What's the tax? What's the selective outrage tax?
I don't know. I just want to see her stick needles back in her body, Kenny.
All right, one more for you today before we get out of here. One more news story, that is. There's a big divorce happening involving a hedge fund manager, not the most attractive people on earth. Meet John Overdeck. He co-founded something called, what is it called? 2 Sigma, which is apparently a hedge fund. Him and his wife, all that money, I don't think they ever bothered to call a plastic surgeon. I don't know. Look at John over here. We have a photo of him up on the screen. Looks like he got stung by a bee, doesn't it?
Yes, it looks like he ate bees.
Anyway, he founded a quant hedge fund that grows into an $80 billion beast. He is the math genius co-founder. His wife and him get married back in 2002. No prenup, because what could possibly go wrong when you're building a fortune? And so next 2 decades, the firm explodes. John's net worth goes up to $8 billion. Laura runs a cute math nonprofit for kids. He gives her a project to do. It's called bedtime math or something like that. Hey, Laura, why don't you run a charity scheme for us? So we don't have to
Leave Me Alone.
Leave Me Alone, called Do Math with Kids While They Go to Sleep.
Yes.
Anyway, she is, we get to 2022, the divorce paper drops. Now, this is a $1 billion divorce, so it doesn't just happen quick.
Correct.
It's not like when you and I would get divorced and we can wrap this thing up in an hour.
Yeah, but who gets the DVDs?
Exactly. So 4 years of it have gone by. She claims he spent years plotting the exit, hiding assets with fancy lawyers. Doesn't sound like it's that fancy. We know how much money he had. This week in Newark, New Jersey, divorce court, Laura's team demands a 35% slice of his 2 Sigma stake. That's $6.2 billion, plus bonds and control of the family foundation. You know, sleepy time math homework or whatever the hell it's called. And so John's side counters with $633 to $723 million. That's a pretty big gaping. Tax-free, mind you, tax-free.
Yes.
1/10 the ask. His lawyers are basically saying the company was already real before the wedding. Hers are saying it's basically a notion and he tried to put the genie back in the bottle. Is skipping the prenup kind of the ultimate rich guy sense of confidence, or is it the most expensive mistake a rich guy ever made in American history?
These numbers, Kenny, are it's wild. Like, she wants $6 billion. The fact that this woman has the audacity to turn down $700 million. This is just I can't even conceptualize.
And didn't do anything.
And I can't, and didn't do it. And I can't concept for sleepy time. Her job was to count sheep.
Right. Yeah, exactly. What's her name? Laura Odendeck? Is that it? I want to look at, they had a book that they put out. Overdeck. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Laura there it is. So there's Laura. Pretty by his standards, I got to think. And she's got a math charity. There was a book that they put out. Here we go. There it is. Look at that. Bedtime math. That's imagine you spent 20 years working on a nonprofit and had billions of dollars. And that's what you came up with.
The closing line is great in that book. It's 1 fish, 2 fish. I take half of your fish.
All right. So in a country where regular folks fight over who gets the couch, does a billionaire divorce this size prove that for richer or poorer was always just a punchline for the 0.0001%? What do you think?
This is never real. But I could love either one of them for $600 million, Kenny.
Really? For $600 million, if this guy called you right now, what would you do?
Oh, I'm his girl.
Is that it?
Yes. We're done. I'm leaving. We're off air. I'm done with this.
Is he good at keeping secrets? That's the question. I'm Kenny Webster. I want to thank my buddy Jesse Payne this Saturday night. We're going to be at the Hippodrome Theater in Waco telling ridiculous jokes. If you enjoyed this radio broadcast at all, you'll have a great time this Saturday with us in Waco. If you're in the area, to the rest of you, I love you all. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning for more of what you bought a radio for.
You are listening to the Pursuit of Happiness Radio. Tell the government to kiss your ass when you listen to the show.
Have you ever looked at some of today's biggest investment stories and thought, I wish I'd gotten in early? Maybe it was SpaceX or AI. Either way, those opportunities can feel expensive now, but there's another way to benefit from the AI boom, silver. Silver plays a critical role in the technology powering the AI revolution. It's used in data centers, robots, and solar panels that run our entire digital world. As AI continues to expand, so could the demand for silver. Before you assume you've missed the AI investment story, please read this special report, The AI Revolution. It explains the connection between AI and silver and why many investors are paying close attention to silver's future. Get your free copy now by calling Lear Capital at 800-364-9200 and ask how you could qualify for up to $20,000 in bonus silver. Call 800-364-9200. That's 800-364-9200 for Lear Capital.